Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Gail here from Gail's Glam Designs. I have a project share for an outgoing one-on-one swap. I am in Tamika's YouTube Patreon. It's not Patreon, but it's YouTube. I'm sorry, is it YouTube? Yes, it's YouTube. Anyway, I have created a swap for her and I would like to share it with you. So I hope everyone's day is going well, and I appreciate your time and stopping back by my channel. Um, I didn't think to record, of course, before I packaged everything up, but let me just show you what I have for her. Um, okay, well, every gift should start out with a card, right? So here is the card that I made her. This is how it will be packaged. This is the envelope. Sorry for the sound. Give me 1 second. Okay. Sorry, I had to close the door. This is the envelope to her card. Like I say all the time, I just use my scraps from the project to try to create something at the end for the bag toppers, the embellishments, whatever. So I had this girl left over and I decided to make a shabby chic envelope. She loves shakers. I forgot to do a shaker on the project, so I did it on the envelope. I made it a reusable envelope so that since it has the shaker and it has her favorite character of Betty Boop. Um, I used, like I said, I made the top part a shaker. I just used some hot glue and put some tulle on there on 3/4 of the way, filled it up, and then sealed it. I'm hiding that sealing with these trims um, from various places. I think this one's Hobby Lobby. I think this one is Daiso, not sure. These were just in my stash, leftovers. Stars is my thing this year. I'm embellishing everything with stars. I don't know why I'm drawn to them, so I've decided to embrace it. So, some people are flowers. The recipient, Tamika, loves flowers, so I added some flowers for her. Honestly, I was determined not to use flowers in this project, but then I had to remember what she always says, cater to your recipient. So, these flowers here are from Maggie Holmes, um, that was gifted to me by my friend Josie, Josie Posse on YouTube and Instagram. On the back, I put a faux wax seal, and I just did that with a half of a Velcro tab. Her letter is in here, and this is her card. And like I said, this is a Betty Boop themed swap. So I cut this out on my Cricut and embellished it with some stars and did my lining and shading as usual. This is some of that holographic paper for her floor. Um, then you open it up. So on the outside, Tamika always says, "Hey girl, hey." So I said, "Hey girl, hey. Have a great day." Then her message is over there. The back is plain. So that's her card. And just an extra note. I'm a little verbose, as you can tell from my videos. But anyway, okay, then I made her some, she's a planner girl, from what I gather from watching her videos. So I made her some custom, I think these are called hidden paper clips. So you just, you can't see the paper clip. So I cut these out on my Cricut and then I colored them. And I put some of that fancy, what do we call this tool that's on rolls that has this stuff? I don't know. But anyway, and a bow, an off-white bow. Forgive my hands, I've been painting, as you will see later in this project. But they just slide over the top of your book or paper. And I just put these straps on here so that so she could tell what they are. This one is the other one. I gave her a feather boa and a little scrap from my, you know what this is? This is the negative from something that I cut out. And I have like a little tub that I keep that in for future embellishing. There goes my star theme and stars on her as well. Those are just little confettis, or I don't know if you would call them sequins or not, but they look a little different, but they'll be in different books, so no one will be able to tell that they are not alike. I backed it in some, I have this Michael's paper pad that's a Maggie Holmes knockoff. It is this one. It's faux Maggie Holmes in my opinion. But I didn't have any real Maggie. I have a 6x6 Maggie Holmes, so, or 6x8, whatever, but it was too small for this project. So I really love the polka dot paper. That's kind of what I use throughout this swap. So that's that. What else did I do? Oh yeah, where's this cutie? Hey, what did I do with you? Okay, well, I'll have to come back to her. But then I made her a pokey tool. And I did the usual stuff. This is a scrap lift from Jazzed Up Crafts. Apparently she does pokey tools, and this is the way she sends them. I was watching a Mommy and Me video, and she was talking about one she got from her. So I just thought it was a good way to secure it. Another thing that's consistent in this scrap is this taffeta trim. I use some trims from my stash. So this is from Hobby Lobby. This is just some of that Dollar Tree. And then I use some feathers. I kind of feel like Betty Boop would be in an era where they had feather boas and stuff. So here is the dangle. I put some charms here. Just stuff that coordinated and made sense. Bows, a fancy, a diamond, a fancy key that has diamonds, a beaded tassel, this flower, handmade, and then this little bow button. And at the top, I just used a button bead and various other bedazzly jeweled beads from my stash. I enhanced this one. It was just plain, but I put these pink pearls in there because it just had holes in it. It looked unfinished to me. So that's how I did that. And this just ties on here like so. Pretty package. Next item. Okay. In a previous swap, I sent her, I have to make a bag topper for this, so you have to look at my Instagram pictures for that. But these are those pages that you scratch. You can see how that little holographic shows through, but you can scratch them and draw something or write a message, and the holograph will show through. Oh, here she is. Okay, so I can show you this. Hold on one second. So she is supposed to go in here just as in, you know, to make it look fancy. This is her gift. I don't want to open it because I want her to be surprised. It's nothing big, but anyway. But this is the bag topper or closure for that piece. She's my favorite, I think, out of the different Betty Boop poses that I did. Excuse me. I found them online. I just put in free SVG and altered it in my Cricut. So this is a Traveler's Notebook swap, I think. I'm not sure what the name of it is, but join her YouTube group and you'll find out. But anyway, so my theme, I said, was Betty Boop. And if you've been watching me a while, you know that I like to make my own personalized confetti to coordinate with my swap. So those are my Betty Boop heads. She's giving a little wink. That's what she looks like. If you can see. I'm not sure I'm on camera. But anyway, so those are my Betty Boop confettis. And here's my piece de resistance, the Betty Boop TN. So what this is we were to follow a tutorial that she had done on a traveler's notebook, and the theme of it was friends or something friend related. So since I know my um, YouTube / internet friend Tamika loves Betty Boop, I decided to make her a Betty Boop theme swap. So here's the cover. We were supposed to leave a 1/2 inch on the side for their binding, and we were supposed to decorate the front and the back. So I did just a small decoration on the back, some flowers that I made and some from my stash. These two I made just from punches, and then just put a diamond dot in the center and another flower in the center. This one, no, oh, I made this one too. This is from a Hishi bead with a diamond dot. So I made all of these flowers and did my usual lining. Whenever I'm lining on black, I use a white pen. The pen that I've been using a lot of, believe it or not, is that Dollar Tree marker that is all white, and it's over by the metallic ones in the Crafter's Companion area, whatever. Anyway, sorry. On this policy envelope, I have decorated the little bottom, or the dangle. I put a dangle on the end of the twine. So it just opens up like that. Oh, I'm sorry. So this little girl I cut out on my Cricut, she in this bow. And then I just did some lining. This right here is a Hobby Lobby's flower. There's my logo, the regular faux stitch lining. So the policy envelope, it just wraps around. It doesn't have to wrap around her like that. I just did it for the sake of travel. I really intended it to just wrap like this on the back. So on the front, excuse me, on the front I have made a little dangle, and it has a little dress, and she has her string of pearls to go with her little black dress. This was just something that coordinated with the paper pad and the whole theme, kind of vintage. And then this is a fancy button I thought also looked kind of Art Deco, kind of Betty Boopish. But anyway, so that just is on suspended with a garment pin, and I put an eyelet through my hole, and that's it. Okay, so here's Betty. She's on the front, and she goes like this. So she's a flap, because you know I love interactive. This boa, it comes off. It's just like a bracelet. I don't want to do it because I don't want to bend her little finger, but it does come off, Tamika, if you want it to. And I painted her face with my markers as usual. Just gave her some movement, as Tiffany McGill calls it. I don't know, I'm kind of old school, so I just went back to my old school crafting. But this side is plain, and this side is colored. I cut her out on my Cricut. I designed her, and I cut her out on my Cricut. The excuse me, the one I found online had to do some manipulation, but her basic figure is about the same. But I used some trim here, and I just cut it in half so it would be the right scale for this dress. So it's just the edge of the trim, just that Dollar Tree, what do you call it, muslin looking trim or whatnot. And I did the same thing to this side. And then her catchphrase is "Hey girl, hey." So on the cover, I used some of that Hobby Lobby gold thread, and I just wrapped it in an X pattern around the front panel. I added some of this tulle that is open weave with glitter in it. I'm not sure if I got that from Michaels or Hobby Lobby. I did some clustering with stars, different types. So we used paper stars, we use acrylic stars, we use sequins and diamond dots to make the cluster. I backed her paper. I'm sorry, I did it on black and then I backed it in white to make it pop. I used this diamond trim. It comes in a row of like 5 or 6, and I just cut off one row of it to put it. I didn't like the way that the glue was showing through this open weave lace. This right here is from Hobby Lobby. I love this trim. I have it in black and white. So this TN opens up like this. This organza ribbon, just tied a bow, and then it opens up like this. And excuse me, here's that girl that I really like. This pocket over here, this tuck spot is twofold, so she can tuck behind the girl or she can tuck behind the doily. This tag here is a repurposed clothing tag, so I just cut the bottom and rounded the edges. This was a scrap in my craft room, and I just did that so that it doesn't look floating. And I put a bow on it and put "to from" on the back. But that was just upcycling a tag which I got, which was on some clothes I got. This flap right here flips down, and inside is the a place for journaling or photos, whatever. Use some more of that diamond trim. Use 2 of the Dollar Tree trims, different styles, in that like beige or off-white. I altered these people's hair, and that was a note telling her, but she can tuck her photo or whatever she chooses behind these cameras. I use cameras because I figured Betty Boop was a star, and she's being filmed. This is was part of the paper, a cut apart. I like what it had to say. Our family is forever. And I created my own trim with just that cheapy 50 cents or dollar trim, and I added some stars to the top and some flat back pearls. I was trying to stay away from flowers, remember? And then it has 2 tags, or I don't know what you would call these, but she can write or put pictures. I added the bow and the stars. I punched this out with a Martha Stewart punch on the edge. And then these are just cut aparts from the paper pad. And then I use a different type of stars and a different Martha Stewart punch and put a smaller bow on the flower there. And the back is the policy envelope. And you open it up. I'm not too skilled at this, apparently. Okay. Open it up, and it has another tag in it. This one has that Betty that was on the envelope, and just plain on the back. I did some line stitching. I'm sorry, some faux stitching lining. Highlighted her. I added this pull tab just with my mini attacher in an X pattern. To help this hinge here, I put some washi tape so that the paper has some support, won't break down over time. Just because that's going to always be open and closed like that. But it just ties back around like this. Oops, we don't want, yeah, that's what we want to do. And then we open it up, flap this back up. Put in our tag, put in our note, close her up, tie the bow. I have one more thing to show you that I made for her, and I hope she's going to be excited for it. She doesn't know, but she asked for this. So I just take, like I said, the policy notes tie and go around her just to keep her shape for shipping and such. I don't know why there's only 4 of these. There's supposed to be 6 of these Betty Boopers, but whatever. They're in the package. Oh, there they are. I see them over there. Okay. Anyway, So the piece de resistance, the thing that you have been waiting for without knowing that you're waiting for, is this. I painted her a Betty Boop. I hope you like it, Tamika. It's just paint, glitter, and some faux stars, star confetti. Yep, and a canvas from the Dollar Tree. That's it. I signed it and unsigned it in a faint paint. But anyway, Tamika, I hope you like it. I had so much fun creating it. You're one of my favorite crafters, and enjoy. All right, Gail out. Please like my video. I'll wait. Okay. Well, until next time, I hope that you have a great life, and peace out.